playing my Jets and
Well,
figuring out
I
how the
think they
HUD
fixed it.
works.
They messaged me saying your issue should be resolved. So I'm seeing it right now. It does say excellent connection, which should have been ongoing the entire time. So we'll see. Anyway, I think we're
AMD got a
live
big
though.
update today too.
Yeah. So I think we're live. Are we live? Let's see.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, we are. What is up, people? How you guys doing? Good to see you all in the chat. Big Cloud Gaming back again. It has been a minute. Let me tell you, it has been a minute. I have missed you all tremendously. Excuse me for the lack of uploads and content. I have been in a funk. I have not been wanting to upload anything. The current state of the world has kind of messed up my mood to upload anything and to really hardly game as much. I haven't really been doing that much. I have been pretty much sitting back, kind of contemplating a few things, but nonetheless, I'm in here. I want to say a shout out. I got a shout out to a lot of you, first of all, because we got some new faces up in this chat I see. And I definitely give you guys a shout out, but everybody who's been here early, do me a huge favor, go ahead, hit that like button, share it around. Let's get more people up in here. I do appreciate it. What's up, Hyperlight? Good to see you. Beverly Carter, I think that's a new viewer. Good to see you. Mastered, what's up, brother? Darklink, what's up, Buck? I see Jack, I saw you. What's up, Sonny? We got Talos, what's up, brother? Robert. Post likes, what's up? We got obviously Mr. Lobo himself. Got Aaron Summers, what's up, brother? Good to see you. To die, what's up? We got Ice Queen Gaming. Roll out the red carpet for Dawn. She's in the building. Xbot 448 has decided to grace us with his presence. What's up, my brother? Good to see you. We got Afro Soul, Bray. We got Franco. We got Wraith in the building. We got Eber. We got Itchy Member. And we got Sean, Jihon. We got everybody. What's up? Melon, what's up? Good to see you guys, man. Good to see all of you. Donald, what's up? All right, so, man, where do I begin? Y'all want to start with the logo? I guess that's the first thing.
Well, let me give I know we're about to start here, but another YouTuber, Jay Fonz, lost somebody in his family. Just keep him and his family in your thoughts.
Absolutely.
Just as you're going about your business. Saw it this morning. So shout out to Jay Fonz. I respect that man's opinion on gaming. He's a good guy.
Always been.
I certainly hope all is well, as best it can be. Just keep him in your thoughts and prayers this weekend as you're going about your business. And we're here to talk gaming, but let's go ahead and get into it. But I just want to give a shout out to him.
Absolutely. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with Jay Fonz, he's a member of RDX. You guys already know I'm good friends with Dealer Gaming. I've been friends with him since the whole debate we had with Spider-Man over Spider-Man. But he's a good friend of mine. Jay Fonz, he's always been there. He's been there for, I've lost count, man. He helped me when I was in a bad time. He really did. And he stated that he lost another one of his cousins due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So my prayers do go out to him. He's a good dude. I know a lot of people who watch this channel probably watch RDX or are big fans of RDX. Do me a huge favor when you go over there next time and you see Fonz on that panel. Y'all make sure that man knows that you at least are having him in your prayers. When I tell you that Jay Fonz is one of the coolest, realest dudes out here in this community, he really is. That's someone you can count on to have your back, but that's someone you can count on for advice if you need it or if you're feeling down. That I promise you, and I can assure you. So, my condolences to him.
Jay Fonz was one of the first guys that reached out to me. Like I watched his videos before I even started doing YouTube videos, and then when I started, I talked to him in his comment section. He reached out to me and stuff, man. So he's a legit guy, man.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Agreed.
Awesome dude. Shout out to him though. Hope he lands on his feet, and I hope everything is well with him and his family. And everything just, hopefully the world really gets back to normal. I know everybody misses going out and socializing and everything, but man, we're just in a bad state. Let me tell you, bad state.
We got the NFL draft, so that
Oh, there you go with this.
There's a sense. Well, that's a sense of normalcy, in a sense that you can now actually turn on, say, the TV, and they're talking about that. You can listen to the radio. If you listen to sports radio, I do. They're talking NFL draft, and again, it just gives you kind of a sense of normalcy. But it ain't never going back to the way it is, or the way it was. It's just going to be a new. So big shout out to Jay Fonz. Keep him in his thoughts and prayers. So let's run these topics here because I need some explanations, man.
Yep, absolutely, man. So Blaze is on his way here. He'll be here in a few minutes. He's at the dentist, so he'll be here in a few minutes. But I'm glad and warm everybody up. We did get some news for Xbox. Obviously, I got a big topic for you guys for May and everything. I have everything else written down here, but I'm going to start with this first headline that we got. This is courtesy of Microsoft. Microsoft showed off the official new Xbox Series X logo. The Xbox Series X logo kind of reminds me of like a Nike logo with like a gamer-esque effect to it, don't it? Kind of looks kind of like that. It says Xbox Series X. And obviously, you guys already know they're gearing up. They're pretty much, they already announced that they're no longer going to be making Xbox One X consoles, if I'm not mistaken. That's pretty much it. The last design you're going to get for Xbox One X is the Cyberpunk model. And the Cyberpunk model is pretty much in limited supply. So it's like, 20 or 40,000 of those being made, and after that, that's pretty much it. What you pretty much got for Xbox One X and One S is what you pretty much got at this point, and that's it. They're not really adding anything else to it. I don't know if you guys want me to put the logo on the screen. Should I put the logo on the screen? Did you guys see it, the logo?
Yeah, I would like to see it.
Okay.
What exactly is it?
It's
just... It looks like someone made it in Microsoft Paint, to be honest. But I mean, they kept it simple. It's like a X with a couple spaces missing on one of the X, like the slashes or whatever. And then it says Series on the side. They have a black and white version and a white on black version. So there's that.
That's I mean, I agree with somebody in the chat. The Xbox X being discontinued, except for bundles. I agree with the person in the chat. I just saw it. It's a big FU to Xbox X owners. Literally, that thing got killed. It's not even 3 years old. I think it'll be 3 years old.
The One X?
November. The One X.
Xbox One X.
Yeah. Xbox One X. Yeah, it's just a big FU. And I'm not knocking the console. I've said to people, at $300, it comes with the game. You don't have one. You got your stimulus money. With black folks, we call it our reparations for slavery. We got your money in your pocket.
Reparations
so go ahead and get one. But at the end of the day, this is a big FU. It really does. It's an indicator that everything that a lot of people talked about did not come to fruition. And like Thanos said to Gamora in Infinity War, reality is often different than what you think it will be. Now reality will be what I want it to be. And now the reality has come crashing down. That thing is a big deal. So maybe X didn't give it to you, like you guys were telling us to be afraid of it, and the beast was coming, and we were afraid, and afraid of what?
Well,
exactly.
I mean, they traded in for a new beast. We're gonna have to talk about today for sure. But the beast came, and I guess the beast went.
Well, the reality was not what they sold. Yeah. The reality is that multi-plats are like it's like you walking into a bar and they say, "Hey, here's my girl," and every guy in that bar has had a term. Yeah. You're bragging about nothing. You're multi-class, for Christ's sake. But yeah, I know we'll get into it. But it's a big stink in the eye for those people that said things were going to change. And the only thing that changed was that it got discontinued and it got defeated by the Switch, which the last time I checked only has 500 gigs or whatever you all want to call it.
So they're pretty much selling the last little bit of supply, right? Isn't it like on a crazy sale? It's like $300.
Yeah,
you can get it now.
$300 with the game. And
so
3 months?
They're pretty much going through the rest of their stock with this. The actual anniversary, which Sean brought up. Yeah, it's on November, the 3rd anniversary of Xbox. One X. So not sure if they're going to do anything for it or announce anything like one final like hurrah for Xbox One X. But
Doubtful.
Yeah, I don't think they're really going to acknowledge it. I think more likely it's just kind of like, we're just throwing it out here. Let's get the rest of our stock out the way and make room for the new towers, which are the Series X. So that's what it seems like at this point.
The thing is I own an Xbox One X, right? Mm-hmm. I bought it for $500, and honestly, it's a well-built machine, but I do feel kind of screwed over. The X did give it to me, but not in the way they said that it was going to do it. Kind of bent me over. But yeah, like for multiplats, I mean, for 4K gaming, I have a 4K TV. I got it through T-Mobile and stuff like that. But cool. It's cool, man, for 4K gaming. But honestly, it's a mid-gen refresh, and it's just weird to see it be on its way out. And you look at the PlayStation 4 Pro that came out a year earlier, and it's maintaining its value. It's still retailing for $400 out there, and PlayStation's not kicking it out the door like the Xbox One X. So it's like understandable. It's a mid-gen refresh, but if you would have told consumers that what they were buying was going to last that small amount of time, and the fact that it was pushed out with that bottleneck out there, with them saying true 4K, no compromises when there were compromises, because they put that Jaguar core in that system, and then they were pushing 4K when necessarily they probably shouldn't have in retrospect, because if you look at what they're doing with the Xbox Series S, they're not pushing that shit with that. They're doing the
Series S was always
CPU,
part of the plan. I would have never launched an Xbox One X. I kind of wish I had like a Series S plus X. But anyway, we'll definitely get into that for sure. Let me just get these topics here. So we got the logo out the way. Is it a bust? You guys like it? Yes or no? I guess I'll start with.
It's a logo. I mean, it's just kind of.
You think it's appealing at all to this? What they're going for?
Oh well, I've said on last week's podcast, if the 4.5 T-flop system, if they have a system coming out targeting 1080p to 1440p, because I'm going to get a 1440p monitor more than likely, so I'll look into that. Kind of my Batman thing at the end of Batman Begins, like in the Joker card, it's like I'll look into it. I'll look into it, but you're going to have to do better than a game, than Bleeding Edge, and
Bleeding.
You said Bleeding Gums.
Whatever this game is called. I mean, they said that. They said that there were more people playing Skyrim Remastered than are playing Bleeding Edge. I mean, that game died. So if that's true.
I forgot about this too. Shout out to Carlos. I see you, bro, in the chat. He did bring this up on Twitter. The Sony Xperia logo, the X that they use on the TV, Sony actually had that on their TV before Microsoft kind of did that same style with the Series X style with their logo thing.
Yeah. So I'll look into it. I
forgot about that.
I need to get a definite announcement.
I do remember that.
And on Xbox as a lock card, then I'll look, and it's $300. Yeah, I'll look into it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, the logo is a logo. I can't play the logo. I can't go in the store and say I want to buy that logo.
All right. Salty, what do you think about it? Yes, no.
I think it's going with what they're doing with their system. They're trying to streamline it. Streamline the look. I think it goes well with it. It's basic, but a lot of times when you keep it simple, it's like keep it simple, stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think overall they did what they wanted to do with it. We'll see what the Xbox Series S logo looks like, but I think overall it's just a logo. Obviously, you look at the PlayStation 5; it's basic as shit. They just put that. It's just they streamline this stuff. There's some hypocrisy there because PlayStation, the Xbox dude shit on the PlayStation 5 logo for people being excited for it and it being basic, but then this came out, then they're excited for it and it's basic, but. I digress. The
only thing I take from this logo, and the style that they've done this, it kind of gives me a theory that maybe Microsoft's going with like a black and white design for like the cases of the Xbox. Maybe where you get like the little case you buy the games. I think that's probably something they'll go for. I'm thinking they'll probably drop the whole green moniker for the cases because they got to differentiate the games from Xbox One X. And, you know, yeah. So I think they'll probably go with black and silver for the cases. But
that'd be cool. That'd be fine.
That's kind of what I think they'll do with that.
As long as I can play, like I said last week, I can play Mass Effect at 1440p 60, ultra settings, fine. I mean, I'll be a happy guy. I'll buy it for that alone. But if it's not true, I'm saying if it's not true, because I am not a rumor guy. There's that 3-letter podcast Big Cloud was talking about that does rumors, which is that's what they do. That's fine, you know. But I try to stay away from it. But at the end of the day, if Microsoft comes out and they talk about it, Big Mike, what's happening?
What's up?
Big Mike, what
up? We got to
up?
make another announcement about my third favorite podcast. Brat is going to actually have, and this is for everybody tomorrow, they're going to actually have White Zaddy on there tomorrow. Okay, so everybody needs to tune into that podcast because Zaddy will be there.
Enrique really got him on? Okay, I got to definitely tune in.
He put it out.
I got to tune in for sure, yeah.
I forgot what time it is. And again, I'll either be playing Predator Hunting Grounds or Final Fantasy VII, so I'll catch it on the replay. Yeah. But this is Zaddy. Okay, everybody wants to know who Zaddy is. He's in the house tomorrow. So,
I didn't know who the hell White Zaddy was for the longest.
For the longest, I thought I knew him personally. He's like, no, that's not him. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't know.
so everybody watch that podcast. That's a good podcast.
White Zaddy's a legend. White Zaddy's a legend.
Zaddy's a legend,
y'all see White Zaddy in person on Brat Podcast. Shout out to Enrique and Slow Mo and Forte. Shout out to all three.
But yeah, with that, if they come out with a console, I mean, we're talking about the logo, that's fine. They come out with something like that, I'll look into it. Man, that's just
did you see the logo there, Big Mike, before I switched to the actual topics?
Yes, I did.
What you thought about it, Series X?
It was all right. I mean, to me, I saw it. I mean, it didn't get as much, as heat that the PlayStation logo did. Mm-hmm. I'll throw some salt there. And to me, personally, it kind of looked like a close,
Yep. Shout out to the Platform Podcast, Mr. Big Mike representing.
That's right.
So, all right. Well,
hey, real quick, Salty. I'm sorry I didn't show up last night.
It's all good, dude.
He didn't invite me either. Don't feel bad.
This man showed up to Argentina with flowers.
I mean, I've been trying to get the Messiah on my show, but he's been giving me that coach.
Actually, tomorrow I can do it tomorrow.
Uh-oh. You gotta talk to his secretary though, right?
You gotta talk to White Zaddy.
Talk to White Zaddy tomorrow on Brat.
Well, now Taylan is saying he's on tonight. Is it tonight or tomorrow? Because
I thought it was tomorrow, dude.
Tomorrow.
Because Zaddy is 6 hours away.
I think it was say Zaddy's 6 foot. 6 foot.
So they gotta,
all right, let's move to the actual topic.
Okay.
Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. All right, so first big topic for today. Obviously, I got the notes for you guys. So, Guerrilla Games is planning a Horizon Zero Dawn trilogy. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. So the next installment, Horizon Zero Dawn 2, started development soon after the first game's successful release. Sources said initially the game was planned for PlayStation 4. However, it's thought that development has now entirely shifted focus strictly to PS5. Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is said to be gigantic in scope, with a larger game world and more freedom to explore in it than its predecessor. People with knowledge of the game also indicated that the inclusion of a co-op feature would definitely happen, although it's not clear if this is delivered via the main story or separate mode. At one point, Guerrilla was planning to release a standalone co-op game preview with progress carrying over to the latter. Full version of Horizon Zero Dawn 2. One person involved stated that, however, it's not clear if these plans are still in place. Co-op is a feature Guerrilla has long intended to introduce to the series, and it's understood that PlayStation was equally keen to see online functionality implemented in the actual sequel. A co-op feature was initially planned for the first game, but was ultimately scrapped so the development team could focus on other areas of the title. PlayStation has even made possible references to how PS5's innovative controller could impact gameplay in Horizon. The system architect Mark Cerny and of course Jim Ryan said that the DualShock or DualSense really adaptive triggers will help you guys feel the tension of their actions, such as drawing a bow and shooting an arrow. So we're getting Horizon Zero Dawn actual trilogy going in this in the future here, which I'm psyched for. What you guys think about this?
That's exciting. I mean, I liked Horizon Zero Dawn 1. I thought it was amazing. Good game. I like the open world. I like the Dinobots, whatever you want to call them. I thought that was all amazing and so much fun.
Dinobots?
That's what I called them.
Transformers, bro.
If you want to take my life, go ahead and take my life, there, Ryan.
He said Dinobots. What are we in Power Rangers?
Maybe. They look like Megazords. But no, I thought it was a really good game.
Okay.
Exactly. But no, like I said, it's a really good game. I liked it. If you haven't played, go try it out. To my Steam friends out there, go ahead and try it. I'm telling you, go ahead and try it. I liked it. Good game. I recommend it to anybody that has played it. Give it a shot.
Okay,
bro. I made a video on this, so I have a lot to say on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the co-op aspect of this situation obviously was in development before, but like I saw a bunch of Xbox dudes that didn't even play this shit. They're capping for co-op and saying if you don't like co-op in your games, you don't have friends, man. Like not every game needs co-op. And, you know, it doesn't need multiplayer. That's like the Xbox way, and we know how that worked out with Bleeding Edge and so forth, right? So the thing is, with this game, it's amazing, man. I played it, beat it. I still needed to play the Frozen Wilds DLC and platinum the game. But the Decima engine is top notch. We saw the graphics with Death Stranding, right? On the base model 1.8 teraflop PlayStation Slim blew my mind. Imagine taking that up a notch with the 10 teraflops plus badass CPU, the SSD hard drive that's going to actually benefit these open worlds, and imagine the possibilities, right? The amount of AI you can have on screen, what you can do, the particle effects, the scope of the open world is going to be bigger. But I said this in my video, bigger doesn't necessarily mean better with these open world games. I think there's a limit to like how big you're going to make your games. I understand the hardware lets you do bigger games, but like with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I got like distracted and I like didn't finish the game, right? Because you're like selling to one place to another, and you have so many side missions. And it's like eventually, it's like, where does this stop? Do we make
Batman Arkham approach? Remember Arkham Knight? Remember how Arkham Knight was bigger, not necessarily world wise, right? It was kind of like a little bit bigger than Arkham City. Well, but it was it was still big though. But it was bigger than Arkham City for sure. But I'm saying like in terms of scope, like what you can do around, maybe that's what they're also hinting at too.
Maybe, but to me that kind of put me off though. I didn't like Arkham Knight that much as well because they opened it up and everything. I liked Asylum more. Asylum is probably my favorite of all the Arkham games.
Okay. Yeah, so the thing is like, where do you stop with these open worlds? Because like hardware is obviously getting better, but do you just make it a 1-to-1 scale for planet Earth, and it takes you 5,000 hours to get across, you know, the continent, and you know, like there's a certain extent where bigger doesn't necessarily mean better. Like I made the reference to Marvel movies where the scope of the movie just keeps getting bigger, right? You know, this is a planet-wide destruction level. Then it goes universe, then galaxy, and then Thanos is involved. Eventually, you top out, and you can't rely on just getting the scope bigger with more characters. You actually have to rely on a good story and a good, you know, well set up plot and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Like just putting co-op in here and making it a bigger world doesn't make this game better. It could make it better, but it also could affect what they have established with the game, which made it so successful in the beginning, right? It already sold 10 million copies, right?
Yes.
It's already really successful. So I don't know, man. I don't want them just to put co-op in just to put it in. Like if it makes sense with the game, do it. If it doesn't, then just make it a side thing or something. You know,
Well, they do something similar to Neo 2. Like, you can summon a friend and do something like
That'd
that
be
if you had a
dope.
camp. Maybe that would be something to do.
That'd be
something
cool.
with. Yeah,
That'd be cool.
That'd be dope.
You can do that where
Because I like that feature in Bloodborne.
yeah,
You do
you
that
can
Bloodborne.
have a friend come through, play a few rounds. If they're having trouble with that particular boss, they can get through that boss,
Yep.
level up,
Wow.
increase your actual equipment, because remember that was another thing about it. You have to craft equipment and gear.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You can get better gear, then go through it and continue until you can. So that's interesting. You can do that for story too. But again, if they're doing co-op, then that means they're probably going to have other modes aside from like the single player and of course the co-op. So you have to have other aspects. I just don't want no tacked on multiplayer experience like we did for. I remember God of War Extension with the tacked on multiplayer.
No. That's a bad one.
I never played any of the
Yeah,
God.
I didn't play
one
the
was-
God of
I
War
didn't-
session, but
I
remember
didn't
the
play
add-
Ascension.
Yeah,
remember
it was
the
terrible.
attack on added feature they added to Batman. What was it? The newest Batman. It was prequel.
Origins. You're talking about Origins.
Yeah, Batman Origins. That was not needed. Batman versus Batman online. I'm like, nah.
Hey, wasn't even Batman versus Batman. You had to play as the
Online.
thugs. Like you were playing a thug, and then they can one-hit kill you from jumping down, which was
Yeah.
weird. I didn't like that aspect at all. For that,
I thought that was stupid. I was like, why
Yeah.
were you even doing this?
some games have the best
I
like.
loved Horizon. I thought when I was looking at that, I literally was like, I can't believe they were. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The way they played the HDR, the night scenes, the way that looked, you can see the fireflies and stuff like that. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it could have had a better day-night cycle on it. The daytime seemed way too long, But and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I agree with everybody here. If they're going to add I don't like. Again, everybody knows the way I feel about. Coming home, putting on a headset, and calling it the V2. Everybody knows what my podcast official statement is on that.
I agree with Wilson. He said, "Don't force it." I mean, you can have co-op, just don't force it. Yeah, don't force it. Absolutely,
don't force it. But they're talking about doing something that could actually carry over into Horizon Zero Dawn 2 and 3. To me, the big announcement was that they've announced. Well, I mean, it's a rumor, I guess, right now, but it looks like there's going to be 2 or 3 more games, which I think is that's the biggest news to me. It's like, all right, yeah, give me, because I love me some Halo. I can play that game again. Like, I might start playing that game tonight. So it was that good of a game. So
everybody's gonna have to replay it and get caught back up of what happens. I remember like it just happened. That's the crazy thing about that game, the ending, which again is questionable. The ending, I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody here, but the ending is definitely questionable. But at the same time, you kind of get it. You kind of see it coming in a weird way, but you don't expect it to that extent, and then it happens. Like, okay, interesting. So the sequel is really gonna be something to take a note of for sure. Can't wait to see what they do going forward with that game. Really cannot wait.
Definitely.
Let's see. Anybody else have anything you want to add on that topic? No?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, good? All right. Let's get into one of the big topics here. So PS5 full console reveal reportedly happening in May. Ladies and gentlemen, it's reportedly happened. So let's go ahead and get into this, man. PS fans have been long been waiting to witness the full console reveal of Sony's next-gen console. However, following Mark Cerny's PS5 deep dive and the official reveal of the PS5 DualShock, the Japanese gaming console maker has resumed its silence. Interestingly, a new set of information reveals that PS5 fans may no longer have to wait long, as the full reveal of the gaming console might happen in May 2020. The latest news about Sony's PS5 comes from Nico Partners analyst Daniel Ahmad on his official Twitter account. Ahmad said that multiple announcements scheduled for E3 2020 are moved away from that particular week. Some events might happen at a much earlier date, while others might take place at a later date. Also, he revealed more details on the possible PS5 reveal happening as well. According to VGC, Sony Interactive Entertainment was planning to hold the PS5 reveal in May. The report cites a person with knowledge about Sony's plan and its source of information. So, what do you guys think about this? May 2020, is that the day? Is that the month that we've been waiting for?
That'd
Are we
be
going to
interesting.
get everything?
I mean, I'll pitch it. I mean, that could be interesting because right now we're also hearing, Xbox be doing a console reveal, and we could be seeing more games from the Xbox Series X. Phil tweeted out yesterday. So, I mean, we saw what the Xbox did this month, where they were talking about their a podcast that they do, and they're doing it at home. PlayStation, saw them go live. They threw out the DualSense. Everybody was talking about DualSense.
And then that was reportedly rushed, supposedly, yeah, because there was a report that came out too that said that was rushed. But I don't think it's rushed.
Doing something like that. I could see Sony doing something like that. Like, look, Xbox goes live, boom, PlayStation, like, here's our PlayStation. Here's the PlayStation 5.
Yeah. There's actually a two-part to this. So there's actually a two-part to this, but I'm going to get this PlayStation part out the way first, and we'll get into the Xbox portion because there's more that kind of puts a little bit more emphasis on possibly May being the day because you guys remember Lockhart, but we'll get to that in a second. I'm going to get your guys' thoughts on this PlayStation part, though. So, Salty. Let me get your thought, bro. What you think of this whole thing with PS5 in May? Do you think this is the actual month? Is it? Are we here? Are we at that point?
Man, it's tough, right? I mean, with all the coronavirus stuff going on, like this, it's tough to look forward and say, hey, this is coming out, or they're not going to change the date because it's like one day it's good, one day it's bad, one day it's good, it's bad. Yeah. It keeps fluctuating, right? But from an outside perspective, if you look at it like, hey, we want to do the hardware reveal before the games, I don't know if they're going to stick to the same schedule because, Z Huge, he was talking about like some things are going to be moved up and then pushed back. So which one is which? Obviously, you want to kind of like give the hardware reveal its own shine, right? You want to, reveal it, show it off, blah, 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 talk about it, and then maybe tease a little bit of the games. But then, like, if they're going to have their own digital showcase that's going to replace E3, like some people are teasing, then you're going to want to do that later, but not too much later. So you got to kind of like keep those in mind, like when you're doing all this stuff. So I just want them to reveal this console, man. I want to shut up a lot of people in essence, because, when people don't have specific information from the horse's mouth, they make up, stupid lies and stuff, right? So it's just, I want to get the what it looks like. That's
we really want the info as quickly and as thorough as possible at this point.
Yeah, bro. Because it's like, you would think that with them, because like the rumor is that they had to put the DualSense out there because it was going to get leaked anyway. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like, do they want to do the same thing with the console itself? Like, what if someone has information on that? Then you got to like move that up. It's like, at this point, we've all been waiting months and months and months. Like, give us what we want. Like, we want to see what this shit looks like, and then we want to see the games. That's it, man.
Okay, good point. Hey, good point. Definitely. I agree with you.
Well, completely. See, I think there's to me there's plenty of information out there about the system, but it's coming from developers.
Yes,
it is not coming from Sony.
That's the thing. Yeah, we're getting snippets.
We just had somebody on another podcast say one thing about the PlayStation, and then today you had a developer come out and talk about how easy ray tracing is to do on the PlayStation. Now, this is a console that was RDNA 1, so I do agree with Salty that when people don't hear things from the horse's mouth, they do make up stupid ass stuff.
Oh yeah,
or they think they'll think there's more context to what was said before, and that's the problem. That's kind of like Sony's issue. They haven't really shut like a lot of stuff down. You know what I'm saying? They haven't really come out and would go, this is this, that. No, they haven't. Well, the only thing they legit shot down was when Amazon France, I think it was Amazon France, right, had that issue where they were saying like 6 games.
Yeah, they got
were
better.
Going into
but
PC.
We gotta also remember that they had 3 major titles coming out. And even MLB The Show, that's a yearly title that sells pretty well. They were all coming out, and then all this stuff happened. And they're not. They probably were like, let's get Ghost of Tsushima out the door. And let it breathe for a couple weeks. Then we'll start talking about the PS5. But again, they're not going to be able to do that. But to me, there's plenty of information about it. We know what they're going to be doing. We know that AMD has had the smart chip technology in there. We know the teraflop count. We know it's going to, they put out in January that it was going to be doing 4K, and then AMD put out it was RDNA 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then CERN put out a month and a half later it was RDNA 2.
Yeah, it was RDNA 2.
Yeah, so it's again, there's stuff out there, but it's
we just want the full. We want the full sheet.
Yeah, but I don't understand.
Much. That's what it is. Yeah,
I don't get it because here's the thing. Microsoft was ready to start the next generation. By God, we just talked about how they canceled Xbox X. They just canceled it. They don't. This generation for them is over. But Sony's is not. Sony is finishing. They're still hitting that horse, getting it across the finish line. So they're just not in the same
Sony could
have
easily postponed PS5 by another 2 years with PS4.
Well, they can postpone until March.
I'm saying they could have easily postponed this even longer if they wanted to with PS4, with the way the gen's gone.
So I think they could postpone it till March. But as far as the announcement, I think they could announce this thing in August, and they'd be fine.
Okay.
Or end of July, you get it out, you announce right before Madden and FIFA comes out. You make October Outbreak Day for The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
You push Ghost into November, and then you have a all-out campaign at the end of, to let that breathe out, and then you start pushing it in late January. There's nothing to go against you at that point. You're still putting out quote unquote quality content. But with that said, to me, you have a lot of information out there. Granted, it's either from Sony or from AMD or from developers who literally just keep coming out day after day, busting these people's cheeks, constantly, with what this thing is going to be capable of doing. And they're to a point now where they're saying, well, I guess they're saying the 4K on Series X is going to be better than the 4K on the PlayStation. It's like 4K is 4K, so but yeah, at the end of the day, as far as I'm announcing it next month, until I see that from the horse's mouth, I am not going to believe it. I think Xbox has to go in May. I just don't think Sony has to. We'll have to wait and see.
All right. Funny, shout out to Sunlight Spear. I was going to get to the super chat and then Blaze jumped right in, but he said, how Blaze tell me don't miss the podcast this week, and he not even there. He just jumped there. What's up, Blaze? No, he probably muted himself. What's up? He in here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's go ahead and get to the rest of it. Did I get your thoughts on it, Salty? I did. What about you, Big Mike? Did I get your thoughts on it?
Yes, you did.
All right, okay, cool. About Blaze, he back yet?
Probably not.
He's probably not back yet, is he not? No. He's quiet.
What's your thoughts on it? Did you share? I didn't hear you.
About the PS5 reveal?
Yeah.
So the PS5 reveal, again, I've been up in arms with this. Again, you guys already know I talked about this numerous times. The latest I would expect to get anything PS5 released, and this is the latest, would be June. Because you guys got to keep in mind, E3 week, you want to get this out as soon as possible. You want to build some momentum, and you also want to get everybody, you want to get it out there. You want to get that, more people out there to see it. But if they do it next month, I mean, that's more than enough time for them to make up for everything, especially with the COVID-19. That's the thing that's been pushing a lot of stuff back. So I would hope that will be, it. But yeah, the latest would be June. What's up, Blaze?
What up, bro? Yeah, that's my dumbass cousin always running. That's my stupid ass cousin that sent 2 super chats of the same thing. Remember, like a month ago? I don't remember when it was. Shout out to him, bro. My fault. Yeah, I had a dentist appointment, an emergency dent. Like, you have to go to this. Like, they're closed, all the dentists. But if you have an appointment, you have to go to a certain, like, a different location at this date, or else you miss it and whatever. And I had to take care of something.
Oh man, you saying the ex gave it to you, knocked your tooth out? Oh no,
bro.
It ain't true.
I hate going there, man. All this shit going on, your mouth is wide open, and people, it's like, bro. You know what I mean?
Sounds like a party.
But shout out to everybody, you know what I mean? Mike, Salty, Craig, Ryan. Shout out to the chat.
Hell yeah, hit that like button, guys. Shout out to everybody that's here. I'm gonna give you a quick little recap. We talked about the PS5 reveal coming, or supposedly going to be for May. What you think about that? That's been going around. Reports
The
going around.
reveal in May?
Yeah, the PS5's like actual console design reveal going to be in May.
Bro, I mean,
There's reports.
who said that?
It's reports going around.
It's a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt.
This is from Daniel Ahmad. He stated that a lot of the events have either been pushed back or going to be happening earlier than we think. And there's actually a part 2 to this. So I just got the PlayStation portion out first. I probably should have read the whole thing. But for the Xbox, Microsoft is going to be doing something in May as well. And they're going to be showcasing Lockhart. And they're believing that Sony's going to counter this with PS5's hardware design. Since, obviously they're going to show their full thing at this point. Because remember, more games are supposedly going to be happening too with more events. So that's why a lot of people believe PS5 is going to happen or be shown in May. Do you think we'll see it?
I mean, look, until, it comes from Sony or Microsoft, I don't want to hear any rumors, sources. My source is this, and I don't want to hear none of that. I just want to, because bro, we've been dealing with this for months now. Like, we have so many rumors. A
lot of dudes don't even man up and admit that they said stuff when they.
Bro,
Blaze, would you be okay if White Zaddy told you?
Well, who's Zaddy?
He's talking about what's there from Digital Foundry.
You asked, because tomorrow morning on Brat, Zaddy will be there. So you can get up tomorrow morning, bacon and egg sandwich and some biscuits, some butter biscuits if you want to. Play that Predator and Final Fantasy. Listen to Zaddy.
That's the most random shit I heard. Yeah, you just listen to it if Zaddy said it. Come on, shut the hell up.
He's like, who the fuck is Zaddy?
Blaze got offended when he said it.
His face was like,
Bro, Zaddy's some shit that these, little thought bags be saying. That's why I'm like, who the hell is I mean, bro, like I said, I ain't trying to jump into
He gonna be tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. I think it was 10 or 11. So you want to know who it is?
Oh, shit.
But no, there's been a lot of speculation over the months and shit. I'm excited, but I'm good until it's factual. I just don't want. I don't care if
you don't want to add much to it.
Ryan, if you told me, just get off the phone with fucking Phil Spencer, I'd be like, yeah, okay, cool. But I still want to hear it from them. It don't matter. It don't matter who's saying it. I just want to hear it from the source. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's why the people are talking about Lockhart. I'm like, yeah, as soon as Microsoft announces it, I'll be the first to cover it, because people got mad at me like, how come you don't want to talk about the Series X? And I said, because I'm not buying. Why would I cover it? I'm not going to buy it. I'll buy the Lockhart, possibly if it's real. I'll be the first one to cover it. But until I'm not going to go into this whole rumor thing, because somebody's cheeks got bruised today. That developer making that space shooter game said that ray tracing will be on the PlayStation 5, and it's easy to do. So all these people talking about CUs, and they don't know what the F they're talking about.
Well, I got a full breakdown of that here too. Don't worry, but we're gonna get into that too. True Virgil, shout out to him for the $2 super chat. He has a message for you, Craig. You want to read it?
Yeah. Constant cheek busting is good. Trust me. Hey, well, look, I busted 3 people's cheeks this week on Twitter.
Did you give them cheekolitis?
Yeah, they have cheeklitis. Just right. It's ridiculous. The lying. The misinformation is just incredible. I've never seen anything like it before.
Yeah.
So, and it's being done on purpose.
This is actually this part right here. This is from Forbes. Forbes put out an interesting piece going into May. This is obviously for Xbox Series X. So let me go ahead and get into this. With E3 canceled, it's anyone's guess when all those announcements will be scattered throughout the year. But rumors surrounding Microsoft's plans for the Xbox Series X indicate that the new info may be coming sooner rather than later. The first is the idea that Microsoft will not wait until June to show off more from the Xbox Series X, and that they are planning they will be planning to showcase their games in May. Instead, the rumors don't go into specifies. They don't specify this in the rumor, I'm sorry, of what games will be shown. We've only seen very short teasers for Halo, Hellblade 2, and Microsoft has not even admitted that they're working on a full Fable sequel yet. But if you guys watch RDX, there was Alana Pierce. She actually talked about Fable a few times. She did say that that's probably still a thing, or it is happening. So they haven't talked about Fable, but I do think Fable is happening in general. I do think it's happening. The question is, what are they doing with Fable? It probably is going to be like The Witcher. They'll probably do something like that. It's going to be inspired heavily by The Witcher. Who knows what's going to happen with Fable? We'll see when we get there. Anyway, continuing. Let's say, which Fable could have been in the works for some time. So May could be the first time we really see a large list of Xbox Series X launch games, which could be the first party or from other publishers Microsoft gets on board for their presentation. The second part of this is even more interesting. The deals, and this deals with the issue that Microsoft has right now when it comes to their Xbox lock card system, which is their rumored lower-end console. And we're expecting to get more info on that in May. And interesting about that, the lock card could be as low as $300 or even $400. But if it's $400, that makes you question, is the Xbox Series X going to be $600? Now, I added this own little piece to this. Honestly, if it is $600, Microsoft probably has a way around this with Xbox All Access. You guys remember, you guys can pay for the console in monthly payments. Kind of like a credit card, you can pay it off like that. And the only downside about Xbox All Access is the fact that Xbox All Access could definitely damage your credit if you are late on a payment. That's the only downside of Xbox All Access. That's the only downside. Other than that, though, you could get around and get an Xbox Series X through Xbox All Access. And of course, Microsoft can throw in the deals such as like what's the hell with that shit? That deal with Game Pass and give you.
Why they call it All Access? Why can't they just call it fucking layaway? Why are they gonna make it fancy?
It has to have Xbox in the title. It has to have Xbox.
I don't answer to this. They have full access to. They have all access to your money.
Xbox layaway.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and start with the panel.
Exclusive, world exclusive Xbox layaway.
Let me go ahead and start the panel. I'm gonna go in a different order this time. Blaze, what you think about this? With them doing this,
bro? Like I said, I mean, it's, they got to be careful because sometimes when you show shit too early and, say the game wasn't ready and they show off a concept or what they think it's going to be like, Ubisoft, they show shit too early, like Watch Dogs. We see it a lot and then it ends up downgraded or it ends up being different or Crackdown, you show all this destructibility and then you realize, shit, actually, we can't pull this off. We got to scrap it. And that ends up pissing people off. So unless they're absolutely certain and absolutely ready, I would just be wary about that. I wouldn't show shit off unless they're ready. If they're going to show off games, I'm saying. You want to show off a console, whatever. That's not going to change. They already showed it. I'm saying if they want to show off games and running an engine, they just got to be careful what they show off. Because when you show shit off too early, sometimes it can bite you in the ass. Because they're going to be like, whoa, you didn't show me this. Rainbow Six Siege is a perfect example. Like that game looked like it was running on a PS5, literally, when they showed that. And then you see it's just, and then the whole all access shit, dude, I don't get a problem. Yo, if you got to buy a next gen console, buy it, whatever means you can get it, man. If you got to pay somebody $5 a week, I don't care what you do, but get it. If you want to get it, man, get it. Well, what I'm saying to them is all access, trying to make it off. It's like, come on, man, just call it what it is, man. It's a payment. It's
pretty much layaway. It's a payment. Yeah, that's what it is. But they're calling it all access. You can pay.
And if you have kids, you know what layaway is.
Been there, done that.
Facts. Yeah. Matter of fact, layaway starts in in June.
Oh, and for those you asking me about it, for those you that are asking if it's new or not, it's not necessarily new. It's already exists. Let me show my screen for you guys. Hold on.
Usually layaway starts about September, October there.
No, I'm talking about for the Xbox. This is for the Xbox All Access. So
there's still Scorpios out there, dude.
Yeah,
still buy Scorpios. Those were supposed to be limited and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, so this could be their way around it, guys. Xbox All Access. If you scroll down, it tells you all the rates. Right here, there you go. So you can get the console, no upfront cost, but you just pay off in payment. See, This has 24 months.
That's
20.
dope. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
You know
See?
what? I swear to God, I think that's really cool. I swear.
0% APR is good, man.
Yeah.
You know why? Because
No upfront
all the
costs.
phone companies do this shit. You know,
Mhm.
you go to T-Mobile, you buy a new phone. You're not paying. You know, sometimes you are, but for the most part, you're paying it off on your bill.
Yeah.
You just add it to your bill. And I think this is what So this is what's going to make consoles more appealing. If they are super expensive, but they got the hardware to back it up, it's different now because you know what? Hey, I'll pay it off. You know, just like my phone. I didn't pay off my phone right away.
Just remove the Xbox One, from this, put Series, and I'm telling you, that's pretty much what they're gonna do.
You know what?
Get it monthly.
And from my understanding, with the Xbox Access, if you do the Xbox One X with the All Access, you get the free upgrade to the Series X if you want to upgrade.
Yes.
So you'll just have to, if you're paying for the Xbox One X, you can get if you have it and doing the pre-order on it and paying on it off through the layaway, they give you the access to
the
upgrade.
layaway. Hey,
there'll be another way for people to get one too. I know a secret way. So
you have to go in the alley and meet that guy.
So that's kind of their trick, though, guys. Real talk. That might be.
Wait for Craig Harris to come out of GameStop. Yeah, Mass Effect.
But if it's $600 though, keep in mind it would have to be a longer. It would probably have to be a longer payment extension then, if that was the case.
You think it's
Whereas
gonna
it's
be
27.
$600? Because the people on Twitter said it's going to be 500. I'm not saying it won't be. I'm not buying one. Big Cloud, you're buying one. So will you pay 600 for the
for Series X day one?
Yes. Yeah, day one.
If it honestly, like I said before, I want to own both because I do have a platform here that I try to be very fair to everybody. So I do want to have it for the sake of the content. As you already know, me Blaze already talked about this off air shit we're going to be doing with the podcast too. But still, it's really going to be the launch titles. If those launch titles are something that make my jaw drop, I would have no problem probably dropping it.
That sounds like a hard pill to swallow there.
It really is, because the launch titles really gotta be
how much
perfect.
Does the 1080 Ti cost? What's the 1080 Ti cost?
1080 Ti?
1200, 1300. Depends which one you get.
Well, I mean, there's only one kind.
My
right?
1070.
No, there's multiple different variants, dude. There's aftermarket ones.
You know how much I paid for my 1070 EX Sniper White, Craig? $600.
Well, that's the same as the Series X.
But this is something I knew I was getting guaranteed with. I knew when I bought my EX Sniper White, Galaxy 1070 Ti here, I knew what I was going to be getting, when I was.
And it's the benefits of a PC, Ryan. You're doing editing, you're streaming the web, you're doing other shit on it.
So I knew what I was getting.
Buy one. Do you think you can get access to maybe get one on the strength of the podcast?
Yeah.
I guess not.
they need to toss if they want to get people like me to get a Series X with this all access shit. They need to toss me a bone for you know what I'm saying?
1080s are past their prime anyway, Craig. We're not even talking about 1080s more. We're talking about 2080s now.
Well, no, I was just asking. In case somebody was thinking about getting one.
Oh, you said 1080.
Yeah, he said 1080.
Yeah, 1080.
No, he said 1080.
I thought he said 1080.
Well, I mean,
he's not talking
that's a big
20.
deal still. Apparently, it's still a very high-rated car when you talk to people in the PC community.
I could see this Series X being 600. Especially,
well, I mean, you guys are buying it. I'm not.
I'm not.
300. I'll pay
300
for the Lockhart. But if it's $399, I'm gonna be mad. You'll hear me scream.
That's what I was going to say right there. Because if you mean the Lockhart, if the Lockhart is true, that's why I can see the Series X being 600 because they're going to give you the Lockhart for $399.
And if they really want to push this all access plan to really, get you in it super fast with Game Pass immediately there day one, again, it would have to be pretty damn expensive.
And Salty, to answer your question, you said for you to get a Series X, they want you need something big.
No. So I wasted 500. Well, it is what it is. $500 on this thing. So they need to have like a trade-in plan or something, man, For
I
us,
was gonna say,
for
Aaron-
us suckers, us suckers that bought it, drop
Suckers.
500 bones on this shit.
I mean,
Yeah,
I talked to your friend Aaron Greenberg, and he said,
Yeah.
Oh
he
god.
said he'll throw you a Taco Bell box if you.
Oh, he's gonna throw me. Yeah. He's gonna throw me. He's gonna throw me a sticker that says "X gave it to you."
Oh
Exactly.
no.
He said he'll throw you the $5 box.
He probably
Taco
seen you
Bell.
a postcard in that damn rabbit suit. Wasn't he wearing like a rabbit suit?
Dude, two for one chalupas.
Oh,
Exactly. There you go. You can't go
Hey,
wrong.
that chalupa with the fire sauce, it actually.
He was wearing a rabbit suit. I don't know what he was thinking. I really don't.
Put some respect on the chalupa.
Bro, he was
That
wearing a
fire
rabbit
sauce.
suit talking about chalupas. Come on, man. Stop.
Well, I agree, but
Come on, stop, man.
Microsoft
No,
will have
stop.
something
No,
with,
that ain't nothing to talk
Microsoft will have
about.
something with.
I
Taco
like me
Bell
a good
that
chalupa
always-
or.
Oh no, y'all
Chalupas, dude.
Hey,
I've never had one,
chalupa?
bro.
y'all crazy. Y'all
Oh,
crazy.
Get
what?
it,
Hold
something.
on. Pause. You gotta go get yourself after this
I
podcast.
need to, dude. I
Go
need
get
to,
yourself a
bro.
chalupa and a crunch wrap.
Well, and then you got that white claw to walk.
Like,
to wash
man,
it
I
down.
know you
Yeah,
don't know
bro.
nothing about no damn chalupa. You probably just go to Taco Bell. Stop.
That's where you get the chalupas at Taco Bell.
Nah, we talking about authentic. You want the authentic.
Nah.
Ain't nothing authentic about Taco Bell.
Doritos, tacos, locos.
Exactly. See,
bro.
Carlos knows what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
Carlos,
Okay.
Carlos is right here. He goes, Dorito Taco Bell is awesome.
That's right.
Go
Well, he's
back.
right.
Well, I'm
didn't say
gonna
that
get
at
back.
all.
I'm gonna get back on topic. That's what I'm gonna do. Shout out to Chris for the $5 super chat. He says super chat, baby, fire. Appreciate it. Shout out to Carlos, Doritos Local Tacos Easter eggs. Oh my god, you was a fool, Carlos. That's all I gotta say with that damn chat. What's up, Rob Jones? What's up? Buying PS5 day
Move
one
on from
because
Taco
of
Bell,
launch
bro.
titles.
We got to see what they're
I'm
launching.
getting it
They may
because
not launch
I know
anything.
it's coming later. Okay.
Hey, plain and simple, you know what you're getting with that Series X, man. You're not getting exclusives for like 2 years, right? The launch lineup's going to be slim. Besides Halo, Gears, Forza, you're not going to be getting any of these new games till like 2022 and beyond, 2021.
Yeah, they did say that. Exclusive titles are not they're gonna have exclusive titles, but they're gonna be like 2 years out. They did
I think
say
the
they're
big
gonna
title
have it.
I think the big title we're going to get for the Series X. And
It's just
we'll
Halo,
see.
really. Halo Infinite is like
I
the
was
only
gonna say,
huge one.
I was gonna say,
You
be
can play
Halo
that on-
Infinite.
Yeah, you can play that on the Fat too, right?
Yeah, the
Still?
Right.
Xbox One, yeah.
Yeah.
You can play
Could
on
you
any.
imagine playing on that thing?
The Fat Daddy.
Shit.
Shit.
I had that thing. Somebody at
I'll tell you
Walmart
what
said,
though,
"Don't buy it,
those
don't buy it,
systems
it's
are quiet,
horrible."
bro. Those Xbox Ones are quiet. I'm serious. Like I
Yeah.
like
They
the Pro.
are.
No matter
They
what
are.
Pro I turn on, it's like "Wah." My girlfriend's looking at me like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Babe, it's normal. Relax."
Yeah. Well, no, you're right. That Xbox is mine was so quiet. I took it back to the store because I wasn't using it. It was just sitting there. It's very
Oh, no.
quiet. Yeah.
But
no, I
Xbox, Xbox One, and they got Halo Infinite, Hellblade 2. As much as I would like to say that that's early, well, he did say early. That's what Phil said, early development. So I'm guessing they were hinting that that's probably 2 years out too.
Yeah.
Hellblade 2, maybe 2
Hellblade
years
2.
out.
Should be a while.
Yeah,
3 years out.
yeah, and so we're not going to see anything from Hellblade 2, but we did see the lady, the chick, the voice actress. She was doing mocap and like photogrammetry that they were doing. They were showing off the photorealism, so they were doing that for her. They posted that on Twitter. It looks good. I can't wait to see what they do with Hellblade 2. Hellblade 1 was really, really fucking good. I love that game. So we'll see. Quantum Error. Yes, that's another one. I had one to talk about. Quantum Error looks pretty good. So this game supposedly has a lot in common with Dead Space and it's another game. I think they said
Doom.
Was it Doom? It was Doom.
Doom
right?
and Dead Space. Yeah, it's like
Doom
a
and
cross
Dead
between
Space.
those two.
Yeah, so it's like you're at a space station. It's first person, from what I remember in the actual trailer, and you're actually going against these little zombified monsters.
It's first person, bro.
Yeah, it's first person.
Oh my god, bro.
With a gun. Don't you have a gun? So it's
Yeah, but
it looks like
Dead
that.
Space was third person, dude. God.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I
the
think it's in the
actual-
vein as far as the atmosphere they're going.
I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This is as far as the actual
I just want
atmosphere,
Dead
it's
Space.
going to be its own particular thing. Trying to see if I can get a screenshot for you guys.
It's
So,
more like
looking at-
Doom 3 was more horror. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say the atmosphere is Dead Space, and the mechanics first person shooter like Doom. You know?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
real.
yeah,
It's
Dead
real
Space
dark
goes together.
and gritty. Like it's a real dark
Yeah.
and gritty.
No,
Experience.
that's a beautiful girl. Like that's like a girl,
Yeah, I
like
put it
a,
on the screen
a
now.
girl with a fat ass and tits. And a mask.
Here it is. Let's put it in. Found it. Sorry, I had to find it, guys. But this is kind of how it looks in game. There's the actual screen there.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
ray tracing.
love it.
No.
They
Look
don't-
on the
they
left.
don't
Look
show
on the
shit.
left. Look on the left there. So you see that orange light. Look at the ray tracing.
You said look at the light, bro. That could be baked in light, and we don't
No,
know.
that is right. No, then look over here on the left here, Blaze, at the front side, on the left, very left side. You see how the pathway of light is tracking?
That's how
Bro.
the actual in-game
I like
looks.
the setting.
Yeah.
I love that setting, but we gotta wait and see, bro. Come on.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Look at that. You see that white light to the right?
Yeah, that's ray
Mhm.
tracing too.
Okay.
I don't see fucking ray tracing.
There would be a white light to the left of this wall.
If Zaddy said it was, then would you believe it?
They also had another piece of the actual not gameplay, but it was like a close up of the model. I actually posted this on Twitter. It was
Yeah,
from the
that's what they
website,
did.
but the actual model for the zombies or creatures you're facing, they actually look pretty horrific looking. They don't look too bad. So let me bring that up.
Now, are they zombies or are they freakers? Because
They're
somebody told me
probably
that
nightmarish
that they're
apparitions. These things are probably
okay.
nightmare apparitions. Because you remember the
Because I
freakers were
was told
just
that they were different.
Yeah.
Those look like that looks like the Terminator. Were
yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody was
agree.
saying
Look
this
like
looks
the
like a
Terminator.
T800, but that's pretty much what you're gonna be facing. These particular things,
Okay.
or something similar to this.
I
That's what
dig
you're
it.
facing.
I dig this shit.
Yo, Pablo.
Look at the
Let's
light in
do
the
Pablo,
background.
man.
Pablo, what up,
In
bro?
action. How the
What's
hell
up,
you been,
Pablo?
dog?
Pablo
Yo,
got
yeah,
that
he's
700
Pablo's
X
playing
on
the
Amazon.
Stadia, people. Can we block him from the chat?
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And it's 60 frames a second, baby. Stadia, I think, went over 1 billion.
So
Shout out to it was an M2K mouse. He was talking about, I think it went over 1 million. So yeah, they're doing fine. Oh no, we're buffering. What does that mean? There's a circle here.
See, I talk about Stadia and we stop buffering.
That's true. That's
Google,
the point.
Google wasn't down with that shit. They're
Hey,
like,
man.
can them.
Shout out to Pablo. He got the 2700X on Amazon for like $169. So, that's good. That was good for that
No,
CPU.
baby.
It's 8-core CPU. So,
Yo, Pablo, I'm serious, bro.
oh, he said it's
Like,
buffering. Oh no, stop. You gotta do
It's
it.
buffering because we brought up Stadia, bro. It's just a normal thing.
Wait, it's still doing it or stop?
Hey,
It's
bro,
still going for
playing at
me.
a
It's good.
4K.
Here, refresh.
Hey,
Here, refresh
bro,
if
I'm playing at
it
4K,
does.
60 FPS, uncompromised.
that's
on
right.
Google Stadia.
Hey, Pablo in there. What's up?
Tell him about that 60 FPS, Pablo. What's that like? Bro?
What is going
Hey,
on
bro,
here with this?
uncompromised, no compression.
Yep.
Yeah, you got more input lag than a goddamn bro. Can you get out, bro? Pablo, I like you, bro. Just don't do it to me, dude.
Let's be honest. I mean, let's be honest. We know Pablo gonna play games.
I'm
We know Pablo
done.
don't-
With my reparation money. Trump
Yo,
gave me my
Pablo out
reparation
here,
check.
dog.
I'll get a Stadia.
I bought more
Blaze.
games than you this year, Mike. So
Blaze, let's be honest. We know Pablo don't play games because he got the Stadia, so that because of all that input lag, the Stadia's gonna play the games for him.
What up, Nova?
Yeah, but that Stadia, I think it's scaring people. That's 60 frames per second.
Hey.
It's a hurt on you. Later, Don.
Yeah, crazy.
But Pablo, how's that 2700X treat?
That shit's good, bro. It's really good, man. I like it. So far,
Where you
bro.
been,
I haven't
Pablo?
had any issues with working, bro. They've been working me, man.
Oh no, guys, just hit refresh if it buffered. I'm sorry. That was probably me. Sorry about that. But no.
Exactly, Salty. I'll say it. Stadia is shit.
Oh Lord. Do I need to
Man,
expose
they-
all you? No. Do y'all want me to get my homie Mooch in here? Hey Mooch, where you at, dog? Hold on.
Nah,
Mooch, where you at?
They were giving Stadia out for free, and I couldn't fuck with that, bro.
We gonna see who's yelling. I'm gonna get Mooch in here. We're gonna have some yelling started. Like it's great.
You know what Solid Rev
Shout out
said
to
about
Mooch.
Stadia though? He said surprisingly, it's better than PlayStation. It's the best streaming thing he used. And I said, Rev, Shut the fuck up, bro. But he was serious. He was being dead serious.
Isn't that the guy that said these black dudes?
Black dudes.
Yeah.
If it's not him, I'm not slandering his name.
Don't. Hey, Craig, do not slander his name. That's my brother did.
No, I'm not gonna slander his name. If he didn't say that,
he probably did say that, but you know, you guys gotta be, don't get
Slow-mo speaking the truth right here.
Slow-mo, what's up? What's up, homie? Good to see you.
Slow-mo said Stadia's unwashed ass.
Yo, Stadia, that new wave, bro. Why y'all hate?
No, it ain't.
Let me find out Stadia got you on y'all feels. Let me find out.
New wave of what?
Let me find out Stadia got you on y'all feels.
Yo, wait, hold on. At least I'm playing uncompromised. Like, I'm like
Zaddy is going to be on your podcast.
Oh.
Wait, what?
That's for slow-mo. Because he's part of rap. Is Zaddy going to be on that podcast?
Oh, God.
Here we
I mean,
go.
I'm asking. This is for the people who want to know who he is, who Zaddy is. And
Hey, I said.
you know, so people, if Slow-mo would know, because
You know if I don't get a one-on-one with White Jetty.
I would hit the floor.
Dude.
I'm gonna tell him everything about you. I'm gonna tell him every damn thing.
Dude, that's what needs to happen right there.
That really needs to happen. I'm like, hey,
Set it up for next Tuesday. Coming this coming Tuesday.
I'll hit him up. I'll hit him up.
White Zaddy with Ryan, the professional. White Zaddy with the Ryan professional.
No, God.
There you go.
He said, "Oh God."
I'm good.
But that,
I'll hit him up. I'm like, hey, so you ever hear of the term Zaddy? Like, yeah, this weirdo by the name of Craig. You saying that shit?
Hey, Slow-mo
There-
confirmed it. Look at it.
Slow-mo confirmed. He said Zaddy will be there.
Zaddy will be there.
Oh,
So everybody will find out who that is tomorrow. Check out Brad tomorrow morning. Zaddy will
Look
be
at these.
there.
Look at these plugs.
I'm trying to promote
Hey,
for you guys.
Hey, Slow, you see these plugs? Hey, you better get this mail on your show. That's all I got.
No, I'm serious. Zaddy
You see
is,
these
I mean,
plugs?
This is incredible. This, if you get
Where's
him,
Enrique
this
at
will
where
be
you
the
need him?
big interview.
Enrique, where you at? I know you in this chat
Bro.
somewhere.
This will be the biggest interview. This will be bigger than the platform getting the young lady who played Trilla. This will be bigger. I mean,
You know
I-
what?
bigger
Oh,
than
Miss
that.
Grulon.
Just don't
You know
ask Zaddy about acting lessons like they did.
Why you bring that up, Ty? talking about Godfather. Told us he want to be a model. Come on, dog. Stop. Come on, dog. Stop. Man killed the whole vibe of the interview. We're talking about Star Wars, man. So I want to be a model. Come on, bro. Stop. All right. Okay. We back on point. Jesus Christ.
Okay, let's go.
Jesus Christ. Did you want to ask something, Salty, before I go to this?
Yeah, I looked up Zaddy on Urban Dictionary, bro. So.
Hey, what's it say? Let's hear it.
It says a fine, handsome, and sexy ass, intelligent man that makes you smile and drip
And that's what he
every
does with
time.
the Xbox community.
Every time you see him, he knows how to handle his business.
That's what they do for the Xbox community. They be
Wait.
Hold up.
He knows how to handle his business in and out of the bedroom, bro.
Oh my God.
Zaddy knows
That,
how to
ladies
get
and
the D.
gentlemen, and
Now it
that's
makes
right there.
sense.
Zaddy knows how to get the D in and out of the bedroom.
Oh no.
You guys shut the. What is
Hey, please, I bet you he's ray tracing.
Even Blair's like, what the fuck?
Hey, hey, Craig, I bet you that D is ray tracing.
I don't think
You tell me this whole time fucking oh man, yo, y'all hate to see it, yo, the whole time fucking Craig's been saying some spooky shit. I'm done.
I'm gonna say he's dead. Yes, I'm done.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, you successfully killed the RGT army. We're gonna have to recruit now. Let me get into these last two topics. I'm gonna close the show. Shout out to everybody here. You guys are great, man. Hit that like button. So the PS5 form factor and the heatsink and design was shown. Here's the full scoop. For what we can tell, it seems that like manufacturers, manufacturers are looking to place the heatsink on the opposite side of the board, which may include holes to accommodate the PS5's cooling system, which will work through the PCB. Another thing to take into account before I show it to you guys is the fact that the system could possibly be using a stacked chip design to basically have it heavily condensed, which is why the system is going to be able to basically handle its cooling a lot bit more efficiently. So basically the heatsink is going to be on one side, and more likely the actual cooling system is going to be on the other. And they're going to condense this with a stack design with like all the chips are going to be on the board, and more likely so the ventilation is going to be where they need it to be for like the other portions of the actual design. I'm actually going to put that on the screen. Hold on. So this is, they're kind of going to go for something like this for PS5 from what we saw from the actual patent. If I have it, I think I have it. Do I? Let me see. I think I do. I should. Yeah, I do have it. So, okay. So here's the patent, guys. This is what the heatsink is going to be looking like. That's the patent. First.
Oh.
This is what it's looking like for the heat.
Looks like a brush to me, dude. That's all I see.
But I know that's what it looks like to you. But for what's really going to be happening with this actual system, and to put it in layman's terms for you guys, they're pretty much putting a stack design. So you guys see how they did the Xbox Series X as the tower power, everything stacked up, going vertical. Cool. Picture that, but it's going to be more than likely horizontal with the way things are looking at with this system. And everything's going to be stacked on the board, similar to this.
Wait, you mean it's going to look like a console? Wow.
Yeah, similar to this, guys. Similar to this.
Wow, a console looking
on
like
the
a
right.
Console. Awesome.
Yeah, it will look like that on the right.
Blaze, a console look like a console.
Oh, this full place is full, but it looks.
I'm just saying that you're showing what is this? This is what console?
This is the PS5's form factor, more
right.
like
so it's gonna look like a console, and not look like a PC, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So ventilation.
Because it's a console.
So you guys see where the GPU and the CPU, SoC, and all that stuff would be with the MV2. The
what about that DRAM sticking up, dude? How the hell is that gonna work?
That's zaddy for you.
No, they're just showing it stacked.
This is more of this is a stack design, but you guys see right here, reduced movement power and lower latency, higher performance. That's what they're going for with their design, with the stack design. And Microsoft's doing their exact same thing. Well, they did their same thing, but theirs is straight vertical, and that's why they did the whole chimney design with the heat. So that's what they're going for those of you that want a legit conversation or a legit breakdown of that. Notice I broke that down in 5 seconds. I didn't waste your time talking about it in a video and not even explaining a damn thing right in the damn video. No, I broke it down in 5 seconds.
If this stuff is true and everything, all I want to hear is those people, how they're all saying, their PlayStation sounds like a fucking helicopter or a jet plane going.
Yeah, this won't be the issue, guys.
If they can fix that, then everybody will be happy.
Yeah.
Well, it don't matter if it's loud or not. People are still gonna buy it. They know.
Oh, I buy it.
No,
it don't matter, bro. This is the thing. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It don't matter if it's loud. It don't matter if it has no games at the beginning.
Yeah,
it's gonna have games regardless.
I want you to take into account how quick I broke that down instead of going into a video and literally wasting your time with big words. I literally broke that down in 5 seconds.
Yeah, because you don't need big words. It's a fucking it's a skeleton of what's inside the PS. Like, what do you have to say? This connects to that. This makes this.
So if any person was bullshitting you and say it's like, oh, it does that and the third, guys. It's a board. You have the motherboard or the PCB. You got the heatsink on one side, water cooler on the other side. Evenly
so it's gonna have water then. Okay.
Well, not the water. The cooler, the damn cooler. Wherever the cooler it is, damn Craig, stop cutting me off.
Now the big thing is, I want to ask Blaze,
side, and this is going to evenly cool this shit out. And they're good. They have no issues. They have no issues with this thing at all.
Now the big thing I want to ask Blaze. I know he's a Sony guy. He is the Sony guy.
Ain't no damn Sony guy.
Oh, he's the Sony guy.
I'm the PlayStation guy.
Nah, he is.
Pull out your damn trophies. Let's go. God damn.
Blaze. Blaze, Alexa, I know you're the Sony guy. Are you picking up that buddy system that they're throwing?
Oh my god, he brought this shit up.
The chibi system? That little chibi guy thing?
He's talking about the Chia Pet. It was like a chia pet they were coming out with.
You gonna let him sit beside you and play with you?
I will. Hold on, what are you talking about?
Mike, I need to know where you live, Mike.
I've told you before. You want to know?
Where is it?
Pull it up there, Ryan. Show the little chia pet.
I don't need. Let me.
I don't even have the. He's talking about the He's talking about the little furry robot. Isn't that what it was?
Yeah,
It's like a furry robot.
The robot. You haven't seen it, Luke?
I ain't seen it. We talked about it yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
It's literally a robot. So Sony, there was another patent. There was another patent.
Wait, well, this was a long time ago, right?
No, it was just like this week. They've been talking about it.
Yeah, what's it called? It's called the
dog. They have a robot dog. Is that what you're talking about?
Exactly, Sony, the cuddle buddy.
The cuddle buddy. Oh my god.
He called it the
cuddle
buddy.
I don't know. I can't answer. You know, what do you?
I got it. Hold on. I'm getting it.
Just pull it up, dude. It looks like a.
Here it is. Okay. So there was this patent for this. It's literally like a damn. It looks like a damn little. Y'all remember that movie Gremlins?
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like a little gremlin that sits next to you, and then I guess it acts. It has emotion. So you have a little gizmo.
Let me see it.
I see.
Yeah. What's it look like?
I'm putting on the screen.
It's right there on the screen.
It's a 5-year-old droid, dude.
They're going to call it, Sony's little cuddle buddy.
Oh my god!
And Sony's making this shit.
Yeah, Sony's making this.
It's a Sony patent, dude.
Yeah, they've already patented it, and he'll sit there and play games with you
A
if you're lonely.
PlayStation patent or a Sony patent?
Yeah, bro.
This is a PlayStation patent.
You know what?
Well, like I said, Blaze, this is a Sony patent, and you will play if you're lonely with you.
That's terrible.
If it no. Hold on. First of all, if it's made by Sony, then you know it's fucking top tier quality. Before we start shitting on shit.
Oh my god!
Hey, I bet you any money White Zaddy will play with this.
Hey, if it was custom, hey, look, if it was customizable and you can have it like your own, like for example, you could have Ted, that'd be dope. But I don't know about that.
What is that?
Yo, Gross said this have a vagina though. I'm done.
Terrible.
Yeah, you can't see the back, bro.
I thought that it came with a headset and a remote control, so they can at least call in the B2 and get one-man army. That I don't know what that is.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my god!
I bet you'll smoke with you, the Blaze.
It got no mouth.
Oh my god!
It's thick. It's thick as fuck, though, right? I mean,
It is thick. Yeah.
Yo, y'all stupid. You think it's thick? I'm done. Y'all stupid. You gonna say it's fucking thick?
Oh my god! It's like a doll. I mean, I'm sorry.
It's like yeah, we all played with dolls when we were fucking 6.
Come on, Ryan. Come on. That's the thickest ass you've seen in your life.
Yo, for now on, Mike, when you ask me a question, bro. When you ask me a question, bro, you're gonna have to go through I'm gonna have to put you through. So I can't. I'm serious, dude. I should have fucking known better.
That's nothing but love from love, there, Blaze. Nothing but love.
Oh yeah,
Mike low key be trying to break people. That's all.
I'm
just trying to make you use their Blaze.
Nah, you be trying to break people low key.
Bro, no, it's all good.
I don't know what the hell this is.
I don't even know what I'm looking at, bro.
So there you guys go. We have a gremlin.
Gremlin has a mouth.
What's up, dude?
Snake says his name's Chappie.
That looks like some Nintendo shit, bro. That looks like some
Nintendo shit.
It does, though. They'll do some weird shit like,
as long as it doesn't do that shit from Blaze. You know what this reminds me of? I'm surprised you didn't think about it. Remember me at Child's Play. As long as they don't do no stupid shit like, hey, you forgot your science book. Start walking around. That's all we don't need. We don't need that.
That guy is playing on a Series X. 10 and the diagram. That's a Series X.
That should fucking erase your damn save files. Like, what if it was voice activated and it can delete your save files and shit? That'd be fucked up.
That was hilarious. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. That's terrible.
It blasted me shit from Boondocks. I remember from Boondocks when Granddad was dating Siri and the fucking damn thing deleted his fucking bank accounts.
Yeah, that was fun.
Ryan, can you get this shit off my screen, bro?
Oh, that guy's got a house next to me. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Yo, slow-mo facts. If it was made by Nintendo, it would be $150 and you'd have to assemble it yourself.
True that.
That is so true.
That's horrible. That's real. I mean, they patent anything because you patent the way you make stuff, but
Good to
that's
see you
terrible.
too,
You know how many
Yeezy, dude.
patents
Good to
there
see you.
are in the world that never come to light? There's so
That's
many
true.
patents.
You're right.
It's true. It's true.
You're right. And I know Sony has a.
I don't want to see it come to light, but I mean, like I said, it's.
Is that what it's called? The new Cloud Buddy? Oh, hell no. No, because he just put up a phrase. He said, "Hey, Cloud, how do I beat this boss?" Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
I would have to use it.
Because no, I can see Cloud having a credit card slot. Sure, if you swipe the card, I'll give you all the answers.
Yeah, you know what?
That's what it's supposed to do.
Stevens is right.
Games.
If Nintendo can sell you cardboard for $100, what's the
Facts.
problem with this? Get out of
What if you
here.
have to rub it 3 times to get the answer?
Okay.
Rub it 3 times.
I'm a reel it in. I'm a reel it in and get to the last topic. Y'all crazy. I'm gonna reel that
I
one in.
I could hear someone saying that too. Yo, let me go rub with this out real quick so I can beat this game.
I don't know how to get past this puzzle. Let me go rub this thing.
Let me go rub him out real quick.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm blocking you after this, Mike.
Hey, you know what they say, Blaze? Inquiring minds want to know.
Oh shit.
Hey,
I'm done.
bro, I'm fucking.
Mike's fucking
just-
laughing contagious. That's all I gotta say.
Yo, is Predator Hunting Grounds out?
Yeah, it's
it came
out.
Tuesday.
Was anybody picking that
my-
up? Was anybody?
my-
I
It came out today.
want to play it, but nobody wants to play with me. I want to put a headset on and hunt people.
Do it now! Do it!
I'm buying that shit right when we get done, bro.
Buy it! Do it now!
It's $40, so if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yeah, I thought it came out today, didn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, you said what? You said what, Craig?
Yeah, it came out today, not Tuesday.
That's what they
Right?
say in the movie.
Yeah,
You
it
said
came out
it's
today.
$40.
Blaze.
You said it's $40. What?
I think it's $40. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
$40
$40.
it bleeds and kill it. I was going to say, you son of a bitch.
No, it's but if you pre-ordered it, at least a physical copy, it came in Tuesday. You could start playing Tuesday.
Nah,
But
okay,
You
okay.
can't go pick up your physical copy.
I do
So
got to
you
check
know.
that out to see if they were able to patch things up from the actual from the actual
Yeah,
beta.
that's what I'm waiting to see.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try it?
I mean, I already tried the impression. Remember, I
Bro,
thought the Geo.
we all did, but I want to play the game. I'm not gonna buy it if no one else is gonna buy it. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
I just wanna
I'll
see-
copy.
make
I'm
sure
gonna
they
wait. I'm
patch
gonna
it
wait
for it.
first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait
Craig,
for a
I'm
second.
talking about people I actually, I play with and I actually like. I'm not talking about random
well,
people.
I'll play. I can be the predator. That's why
I'm just fucking with you, Craig.
I know, man.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah.
You shut us up.
Okay, I'll just use my cloud buddy that they just showed us.
Oh,
You shut us up.
Yeah.
Nah,
we
well,
tried,
guys, the last topic for today. I wrote this down. For this one, it's going to be scripted. Let me tell you why it's going to be scripted, because a lot of people tend to get weird when I bring up this damn topic. I don't know why, but again, I understand people want to justify their purchase, whether it be PlayStation or Xbox. So I broke this down and I took tweets from the actual, or statements from actual developers. And I'm just going to ask you guys your thoughts on this. So the ongoing battle of PS5 and Series X in terms of the spec sheets. You see it everywhere. You see it in numerous podcasts. People talk about it. Twitter, it's nonstop. So let's just get into this, man. So we heard from numerous devs who either are praising PS5 over Series X, or hell, they're even praising Series X over PS5. One thing to take note of from the following statements that I'm about to list is that both systems are going to be very capable and powerful. They will definitely open new doors for developers to create incredible experiences, which in a crazy way explains why you have so many devs praising not just Microsoft's system due to its power increase, but they are also praising Mark Cerny's design of the PS5 and its heavy focus on its super fast SSD performance. The PS5 features a custom 825GB SSD with a raw throughput performance that is said to be twice as fast as an SSD introspectives than the Series X. We already heard report that we can use an estimate, or we can use as an estimate, if you think about it, between the PS5 and Series X, since it was reported that Gears 5 loads 4 times faster on Xbox Series X from One X. Here's a quick little example here. Since it loads 4 times faster with Gears 5 on Series X from One X, and PS5 is 2 times faster than that, think that can give you somewhat of a window of how fast this SSD is. You know what I'm saying? So, but to go further, Marcus Lato, who is a former art director from Bungie, went on to say that the SSD in the PS5 will make a big difference when it comes to loading times and giving developers the ability to create larger worlds. Tom Warren, who is a senior editor of The Verge, went on to add that developers consider the CPU and SSD, not teraflops, as the key features in the next generation consoles. But that hasn't stopped a certain Sony studio developer. I think a lot of you guys know Chris Granell. Remember Chris Granell? He was saying that Series X is a beast.
He runs the RDX podcast, according to the article.
Oh God, yeah. No, that was the dumb part. But anyway, he actually went on RDX and he has some choice words for the PS5 and Series X. Basically, he said that the Series X is a beast, which we kind of already figured he was going to say because, you know, he's a former Sony's executive. But Series X is a beast, and that they caught Sony off guard with their high specs and whatnot. Like I said numerous times on this podcast and podcasts before, and hell, even videos, I have stayed very true to this, even on Xbox-centric podcasts that I've been on. What is the number one thing that will determine these systems?
Games.
And again, that's always going to be the defining thing, is the games. So again, I know a lot of people are hyped for the specs and whatnot, but really, at the end of the day, we're playing games. And the winner will be determined by the games. So with that being said, game on for Microsoft and PlayStation. What are your thoughts on this?
I'll go first. I don't get why the developers are saying one thing. The people who actually have physical access to what this thing is capable of, they are literally coming out, whether it be Activision or Remedy or, you know, IO Interactive, Ubi. They are loving what they're doing, what it's capable of doing. You know, it can do VRS according to Activision. It can do ray tracing according to Remedy. You just had the gentleman, Big Cloud, quoted about the SSD. Remedy said it's going to add to a more destructible environment for a game like Control. It has that capability, which goes to show you that it's going to fundamentally change the way games are going to be done. They'll be able to do things on the PlayStation they will not be able to do on Series X. So it's, again, and that's nothing against the Series X, but when you have people when you have the people who have hands-on contradicting people who don't have access to it, people just need to shut up. You know, that's all I can really say. I mean, that developer came out today, the one you were just talking about, where you showed that zombie-looking thing. They said that ray tracing was easy on the PS5. I mean, that's from the developer. So these people that ran around and said that it was going to be RDNA 1, RDNA 1.5, RDNA Lite, they got their cheeks busted again. And it's just going to keep happening. So that's why earlier when I said that they were like, you all were saying there's not a lot of information coming out about the PS5. I'm like, yeah, if you look at the developer, you know, but again, you're talking about a group of people who said that when AMD, the executive financial officer, came out at CES and said both the Xbox console and the PS5 are going to be RDNA 2, they said he was lying. That's what you're dealing with. That's the level of dishonesty that you're dealing with. So that's just for people who are on Twitter. You see what people are saying. They are so afraid that what just happened this generation is going to happen again, and it's going to happen. Okay, it's like Thanos walking through Wakanda. The Avengers tried to stop him, and he just knocked them silly.
A lot of people are just trying to justify their purchase. It really feels like, and again, it's understandable. I understand you're excited, you're happy, you got the power node. It's fine, you know, it's fine. But it's always been that the games.
That's a huge.
Well, but how can you? I don't understand how a grown ass man feels like he has to justify anything.
Well, again, you've seen this before.
Know personally. Now, this is just me personally.
I mean, I didn't think I stopped questioning. I stopped questioning, Craig. Until I stopped questioning it. This generation alone, we already saw weird shit. When you seen dudes peeing on PlayStations just to justify their purchase.
That's true.
You had dudes. You had dudes peeing on PlayStation to justify their purchases. True. You had dudes breaking PlayStation to try to piss off the communities. You know, you've seen it all this generation. So expect that to be amplified going into Series X and PS5.
But that doesn't justify you being a grown, supposed to be a man. A man buys. Some
people get caught in their feels with this. I mean, come on. You saw what happened. For those of you in the chat, y'all already know. Y'all saw what happened when dudes broke his entire entertainment setup over Horizon Zero Dawn going to PC.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he broke his entire entertainment. He broke his monitor. He broke his he just started breaking shit in his house, and he was crying on the stream. And it was so insane to the point where the developers from Guerrilla Games actually responded to the tweet.
Okay, so that's what he was responding to. All right, I didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah, they responded to that tweet when he was crying. Yeah,
I would love for me to walk out of a store and then somebody ask me why I bought something. Come do that to me. Let some asshole come up and do that to me. What did you buy that for? Oh, here, let me put it down. And then I will put my foot so far up your ass, your kids will be born Disney. I mean, I've never seen a bunch of grown men feel like they got to justify what they're doing.
I've seen it all, bro. Trust me. I've seen a lot of weird shit. I've seen a lot of weird shit this gen. Going into next gen, I am not really shocked. I'm not surprised at this point. Before I get to you, Big Mike, let me get these super chats out the way. Matador 809, shout out to you, brother. He says, "Hola amigos." Not trying to be negative, but Phil needs to stop hyping stuff, and then we get disappointed each E3 from 2016 until now. So that's what he said. Shout out to him.
Fair enough.
Another one from Fred Vance, appreciate it, brother. $5 super chat. He says, "I find it funny everyone has forgotten about Blue Point Games and the project they are working on for PlayStation." Good point. A lot of people don't mention that. I forgot about that too. I actually forgot about that. Good point for Blue Point.
Well,
appreciate it.
But again, there's still major IP coming for the PS4 family. So again, I would not be ginning up the next thing. It's like when the Cincinnati Bengals drafted Joe Burrow. Now you think they're going to go 16-0. No, the young man got drafted and put on a hat. That's his professional experience right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not that Blue Point's quality. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, we got to wait and see what they're going to announce. But I agree. Yeah. People have kind of pushed it to the side. I do agree.
Kim Van Lock, speaking of games, all of them are delayed. Last of Us 2, Sword Art Online, Ghost of Tsushima. Well, Ghost of Tsushima has not been delayed. Last of Us 2 is still coming out this year. They're not delayed next year.
Yeah. If the states are opening up, I know in my state, people are going to start going back to do stuff on May 4th, which is actually Star Wars Day. So if manufacturing can pick up by May 18th, you can still get the Ghost of Tsushima out physically in June. It'll be close, but they can still meet their day. Have to wait and see that.
Yeah. That's fine. It's fine, Kim. He says keyboard guest. Okay. Rob, appreciate you coming through. Am I on with Mooch? I could jump on with him if he had me on there. You know, hear who's yelling. But no, I'll probably just tune in with you guys in the chat. But shout out to you. They appreciate you coming through, brother. Let's go and get everybody else's opinion on this piece. Mike, what you had to say, man?
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm okay for it. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. All I want to see is games, and more games. That's just my final take on it.
Look at you trying to just copy me. You're not me. You'll never
I
be
ain't copied.
You'll never be. You'll never.
That's the reason I bought the PlayStation. That's the reason I bought the PlayStation for game, man.
I know, exactly. True. I mean, I know you're on Final Fantasy, so it's like you gave up your
Final
home life.
Fantasy's fucking lit.
You gave up your home life.
That's good.
Pretty much everybody I know has given up their home life for Final Fantasy. When I tell you they gone ghost, they don't text, they don't say what's up.
I'm telling you, dude.
I show up and say hi. I get the blue shoulder. They go, man, this game's fucking beautiful.
I'm telling you. I know you said to me a couple days ago you're not a big Final Fantasy person.
I never got into it.
telling
Just
you-
never got into the series. Yeah.
I'm saying give this one a shot. It's a whole new experience. You can just jump right in, and I'm telling you, you'll like it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty
Blaze 4K. What's your thoughts, bro?
I mean, I got no thoughts, man. I'm here for. I'm honestly, bro. I mean, first of all, you didn't play Final Fantasy. I thought you were playing, Ryan.
No, I didn't play that. I'm playing other games.
What other games you playing? I ain't playing no games, dog.
Neo 2, get ready to start the Spyro.
Are you platinum Neo too?
I'm gonna be doing that for sure. Yeah, Salty's like, good luck. You fucker.
Made me choke on my water. Shit.
He choked on his water.
It's because Salty
Poor
know that
guy.
game's a bitch. That's why.
It's a bitch, man.
It's a bitch.
Salty's like, I ain't doing that shit. He goes, fuck that.
Nah, I'm not playing any of that shit.
Hey, keep in
Neo's
mind,
tough,
there's
too.
60 bosses in that shit.
Wow.
There's 60 bosses in Neo 2, so yeah, I got my money's worth. Tenfold.
Yeah.
You found a good weapon though, didn't you? You said you found like a cheese weapon.
Ain't no
How many,
cheese weapon. Me and fucking Salty found it
Odachi.
before me. The long ass sword in the
Yep.
game.
So how many times have you used your cuddle buddy on the PlayStation?
Fuck you. What a weirdo shit is that? He's my cuddle buddy. You hear this motherfucker? Oh no. Ejecto.
Check those
Yeah,
guys.
we're gonna have to, you know what I mean, clean up.
Yeah, we want the ID check you on that one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna ID check you.
ID check his ass, dog.
Oh, it's ID check you.
Bro, legit, if you're coming to me next about the topic, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about because I'm like
Oh,
three.
it was just the argument.
I'm three White Claws into this bitch, bro.
Damn. You
Damn.
can turn on White Claw?
I mean, I'm buzzing right now, dude. I was.
No, he was
I've
relaxed. No, he's chilling.
I
with the
tried.
bros.
I've tried.
I'm
I can't
chill,
get
bro.
turned.
It's Fridays. He chills with the bros. It's
Friday, bro.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I
He
just
chills
can't
with the
get turned.
bros. That's what we do.
I can't get turned. I can't get turned up on White Claw.
Now, I was gonna ask you, what's your thoughts on this whole spec shit? Everybody arguing one another. I already broke it down. You know, they're both gonna be great in their own ways, but you know, everybody has to justify their purchase. Do you give a
Yeah,
shit?
Blue Point. I think you mentioned Blue Point, man. I'm excited for Demon Souls. I never played it. I love Soulsborne games. I think that's a banger. The one we talked about, the Doom,
Yeah.
Dead Space game's gonna be cool. That revival of what is it called, Wild, maybe coming out. So there's a lot of stuff left to be seen. But like when it comes down to it, they're both gonna be 4K 60. I think the Xbox Series X is going to have an extra puddle or two that are ray traced. Who gives a shit, right? So
Yeah.
that's about it, man.
Yep. A little bit darker darks, maybe. I don't know.
Yep.
We'll
Yep.
definitely say.
And about Demon Souls, a lot of people don't know this, but like that game was a Japan exclusive. It was a PS3 exclusive, but it was in Japan only. And so many people were asking, and so many people imported over to the West that eventually, they ended up. I think if you look at Demon Souls, the one from Japan is published by someone else, and the one that came to America is published by Atlas. They were like Namco Bandai, and it was Atlas. It was just random like that because people were just loving the game, and they finally brought it to the West. And people, dude, I remember when that game came out, man. It was crazy, man. It was so different. It was so hard. Demon Souls is a game that needs a update. They just shut down the servers last year. The servers were up until that last year, and they finally shut the servers down, or it was the year before. But it's a great game, man. That's the game that started it all, man. All these little Souls and Neos, and that's where it comes from, Demon Souls. So
it's been enough time to warrant that remake too. You know?
Absolutely. Yep.
All right. Okay. Everybody else go. Craig, did you get your point across?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me tell you, everybody, episode 111 was fucking awesome. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Hope you guys enjoyed. I missed you all. Hopefully I feel a lot better. Get back on this content race. I know I haven't uploaded shit, but I have literally just been in a funk with everything going around the world. Taking it easy, kind of just relax, kind of get my My
Playing
psych back
Yu-Gi-Oh.
for
Tell
this.
them really what it is, dude.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Talk
So-
shit.
You
You know you
as
won't
Lucas
play me
says,
nothing.
you gotta watch out for that T virus, man.
True. Very, very true. But now, hopefully you guys enjoyed episode 111. I want to say shout out to the awesome panel. And, of course, Mr. Salty. And, of course, the homie Big Mike for coming through. And Blaze 4K and obviously Craig, our panel members. And, yeah, it's awesome. I'm going to let them do their outros. And we're going to shut it down. If you guys enjoyed the show, definitely smash that like button. It was definitely fun for sure. I'm sorry with our special guest, Mr. Big Mike. Where can they find you, bro?
I thought I was a regular. Damn.
You special guest, dog. You barely show up.
Very special.
You're
Exactly. You know what? Yeah, you know what?
special,
Like Salty, you're very special.
Very special.
I like it.
Very
I'll
special.
accept it. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Big Mike 102477. Go give me a follow. That's a tweet right there.
That's his bank account password, by the way.
Exactly.
Hey, yo, Mike Duke pitched me as the type of person that has password as like his password and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, my password's Blaze4K. But you don't know.
Damn.
I'm flattered. Thank you, dude.
Damn.
That's awesome. Probably get hacked for that, though.
Yeah, y'all want Big Mike as a regular. Big Mike gotta jump in there. That's all it is. We can make that up. He just gotta jump
If he
in.
wants to be a regular, he's got to get Zaddy out of his fucking vocab, one. And two, he's got to stop playing with Sony, dog.
What? You gotta stop playing Sony. Sony's
Stop
the
playing
greatest.
with him. Oh, they're the greatest? Okay.
Sony is
You
the
called
greatest.
me a fraud in my Discord 2 days ago, bro.
I was just coming for your knees that day. Because I haven't heard from you in a while.
Hey, Big Mike's too busy playing Animal Crossing, bro.
Oh.
I have been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, I ain't gonna lie.
Well, plot thickens. Salty, you have the floor, my dude. Where can they find you, bro?
Yo, follow me on Twitter, Salty's Gaming, the Eyes of One, and then Twitch. Man, I tried to stream God of War last night. My baby woke up. The universe is against me, but hey, it was good to be here.
Dude, Salty, dude. I'm playing Warzone with, my friend Solid Rebel, and the baby always wakes up at the worst time. There's like 10 people left, and the baby wakes up.
Yep.
It's just like...
Most inconvenient times ever, dude.
But what are you going to do, man?
Yeah.
Family comes first.
That's right.
That is true. Well, thank you so much for coming through. I'm gonna let now get to the panel, Mr. Blaze 4K. Where can they find you, bro?
Check me out, guys. Listen, you can find me at Blaze4K on YouTube. Obviously, if you like, videos with, just bootleg videos with your phone. Look, I do a lot of like HDR breakdowns. I do a bunch of random niche shit. But what I really want to say is, we're gonna try something new, and we're not gonna talk about it right now. But on the podcast, I've been talking to Ryan about it. And so you guys are in for a treat if this all falls into place. But it was a good podcast. Salty, Craig, Mike, Ryan, of course. I appreciate everybody in chat.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for coming through. Shout out to Novocaine. I see you, bro. And of course, last but not least, the Messiah of Xbox, Mr. Craig Harris.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me, and appreciate it. And hit that like button for BitCloud. Sub to everybody here, and make sure you watch the Rap podcast tomorrow. And check out the platform as well.
And, thanks for the shout out. Thanks for the shout out.
Unless I get an explanation, because these devs are not telling the truth, and I may be up early tomorrow bruising some people's cheeks. So, but I'll give everybody 24 hours to just come out and say they were wrong, and blah blah blah. This, we're gonna.
Man says you're the Messiah of Lockhart.
Yeah, I mean, if Microsoft announces it's $300, I'll definitely look. I'll check it out. But if it's $399, I'm not buying it. I'll go nuts. So I'm not gonna pay them that. So.
For sure, man. For sure. Shout out to everybody again. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Show was fire. Do appreciate it. That's another one in the books. Shout out to Carlos Fernandez. He had to work. That's why he wasn't here, but he'll be back hopefully next week. So we'll see him then. But until then, you guys be blessed. Y'all be easy. And definitely follow me on Twitch. I am looking forward to streaming more. I just haven't been doing it. But keep an eye open for that. I will definitely be doing that. But anyway, you guys be blessed. Y'all be easy. Hope y'all enjoy your weekend. Thank you guys again for hanging out. We do appreciate it. And see you guys next week. Y'all be awesome. Later.